Hi, my name's Eric, and this is my video on how to assemble and disassemble a bassoon.
Okay, so to prepare to play the bassoon, we start by putting the case on the right side of our chair, flat on the ground with the school name up, and the handle towards our chair, so we're able to open it. While we're setting up our bassoon, we're going to want to soak our reed in a container full of water. And then we're also going to want to take the seat strap that's located in the compartment in the case and place it under the thighs, and the hook should be on the right side of your body. So for the boot, we're going to want to put the boot upright on the left knee with the neck strap hook facing the case. Then we're going to want to insert and secure the handrest on the boot. My bassoon doesn't have a handrest, so I'll just show you where the hole is that you would insert. And for each of these steps, always hold the bassoon with the left hand and reach for the next part with the right hand. Okay, so the next part of the bassoon will be the tenor joint. This is the smaller of the two long pieces. So the right hand reaches in the middle of the tenor joint, the tip of the fingers on the wood, and make sure to never touch the whisper key rod, and keep your thumb across the concave side. So assemble the tenor joint and boot. Align the semicircle, the circle and the semicircle, which I'll show you, and align both parts of the body lock. Then when you're done this, gently set the bassoon on the ground between your feet, and make sure your shoes never touch the instrument, and also mind the hardwood floor. The next part of the bassoon is the bass joint. So what we're going to want to do to assemble the bass joint is place our right hand on the double screws, assemble the bass joint and boot, turn the bass joint only. The tenor joint is already in place. Align body lock parts, align bumper to tenor joint, and then engage body lock. Moving to the bell. So for the bell, we have to place our right thumb on the low B flat pad and align the low B flat key with rod on bass joint. To putting together the bassoon is the bocal. So what we want to do is hold the bocal close to the cork, kind of like a pencil, and we're going to want to insert the bocal into the tenor joint and align the whisper key vent with its pad. Okay, so the last thing we have to do is put the bassoon into position. So we place our left hand behind the tenor and bass joints, and place our right hand at the top of the boot, lift the bassoon, and place it in position. Now we hook up the bassoon to the seat strap and insert the reed on the bocal. The bassoon should be slanted, but the reed should always stay horizontal. Okay, so now to disassemble and clean the bassoon. To prepare for this, we place the reed back into its box and secure the box into the bassoon case. We place our left hand behind the tenor and bass joints, the right hand on the boot, as we did before. Lift the bassoon and unhook the seat strap. Place our right hand at the top of the boot and gently set bassoon on ground between feet. Also keeping in mind to never touch, that our shoes should never touch the instrument, and also keeping in mind the hardwood floor. Okay, so for the bell, we're going to want to place our right hand on the bocal close to the cork, gently wiggle the bocal out, place our lips on the cork, blow excess water from the bocal, preferably not onto a friend, and secure the bocal into the bassoon case. Place right thumb on the low B flat pad, gently wiggle the bell off of the bassoon, secure the bell into the bassoon case, and then disengage the body lock. Okay, for the bass joint, we place our left hand at the top of the boot and place our right hand on the double screws of the bass joint. Twist the bass joint away from the tenor joint, gently wiggle out the bass joint and secure it into the bassoon case. For the tenor joint, the left hand stays on top of the boot, the right thumb across the tenor joint's concave side as we did before, the tip of the right finger on the wood, also making sure to not touch the whisper key rod. And then we gently wiggle the tenor joint out from the boot and place the tenor joint across the bassoon's case storage area, and make sure the concave side is flat down so the condensation does not wet the pads. So now to swab the boot, we empty out condensation through the small hole Watch not to wet the C-sharp trill key. We insert the boot swab into the bigger hole. Pull the swab out through the pull the swab through the boot and secure the boot into the case. Now to swab the tenor joint, we insert swab into the bigger hole, again, close to the cork. Pull the swab through the tenor joint and secure the tenor joint into the bassoon case. We loosely fold away the swabs, so we're going to want to fold them into two about 4 times. And then we're going to want to take our sheath strap and roll it up and put it back in the case.